What's up guys, Carnage here, bringing you a little something different this time. So today I'm going to be reviewing the new Turtle Beach wired Recon controller, and this just released on August 1st, 2021 for a price of $59.95. The controller comes in either white or black, and I'm going to be showing you guys the controller, going over all the details, showing you up close, and giving my impressions of what I thought on it so far. I've played using this controller a wide variety of games over the last couple days, and so far, I'm definitely enjoying it and liking the controller more than the first-party controller, so that's definitely a plus. But I'm going to go into it in further detail and show you guys what I thought overall, what I didn't like, what I liked, and yeah, here we go. Without further ado, this is the controller up close here. You guys can see the size of it there, and then I'm going to turn it over. Right now, it is plugged in. As you can tell, the lights are on. They're also on the back. These two programmable buttons, these are new. You can actually map whatever control you want to it. Now there's grips on the bottom. They are non-slip grips. They're very good. You know, when you're sweating or whatever, if you sweat a lot playing, it's definitely helpful in those sweaty FPS or twin stick shooter games, right? It definitely helps because I was playing the Halo Infinite tech test actually with this controller. Got a chance to play that, and really liked it and never had any issues with sweating or slipping. So I gotta say, and my hands usually get sweaty when I play these kind of games. So that definitely is a plus. The left and right stick, you can tell, are very nice. You can tell the style of it. It's more, better quality than the first party ones. I maybe you can't tell fully, but I will tell you guys it does feel really good grip. The only thing here I don't prefer on this controller is really the only gripe I have with it so far is the D-pad. I like the D-pad on the regular controller or the Elite controller more. This one kind of feels like a cheaper plastic style, and this whole thing moves in one. It's kind of hard to pick the actual direction you want because it's all tied to like one big circle here. You guys know what I mean here. But anyway, it's not a big deal. Overall, the controller has a lot of other redeeming qualities, so it's not a big deal about that. Most people use the analogs in games. D-pad, usually I like to use that for fighting games or like Tony Hawk. Very limited times where I'll use the D-pad over the analog, but just letting you guys know about that. Of course, here's the regular buttons that you have on the Series X controller. And once again, this is for Series X, but you can also use it for Xbox One, Xbox Series S, X, or Windows 10. Now, also, these buttons all feel pretty much the same as the first-party controller. Now, at the top, we're going to see some new features. There's a lot of headset options. You can turn up the volume and the chat volume, the game and chat volume directly from your controller. So that's convenient. And I gotta say, it says this controller has superhuman hearing, and that is for sure, because I played, either Halo, Call of Duty. I tried a bunch of different games. It doesn't have to only be first-person shooters. I play a lot of indie games. I tried on all of them, and they sound, some of the stereo sound, I was like, wow, that's crazy how it sounds like outside my house or, nearby or whatever. So I gotta say, the surround sound is amazing on this thing. It also mentions fatigue-free ergonomics. So yeah, your hands don't get tired when you're playing with this controller, for the most part. Now, I will say the grips, I love the grips on the top. You can see them up close here. I'm gonna try to show it as best as I can. If you see the little fan, that's the fan and a ceiling fan in my room reflecting off that. So disregard that. But yeah, it feels really good for the grips on the right bumper and the triggers, left and right bumpers, triggers. You can see the texture. It's a really nice, smooth texture where it won't slip. And then I'm also going to go over some of these other buttons here. There's different modes that you can preset, and I'm going to show you guys more of the information on the back of the box here. So it's a little easier to show it. I showed the controller up close, but I do want to go over some of this other stuff here on the back of the features. I mentioned the superhuman hearing already. That sounds really good. The audio is great. Whatever headset you have in, first party or, there is a Turtle Beach headset as well, the Turtle Beach Recon headset, which pairs great with this. But you can use any of them. It still works great with any headset. I actually don't have the Turtle Beach Recon headset, but I might have to get that in the future then. But yeah, Turtle Beach audio advantage. You can see there, you can change the controls from the top. Game chat, mic monitoring, and there's a bunch of presets you can set up. Yeah, like I said, the bottom cooling grips here, micro cooling channels, and a comfortable shape to keep your hands cool and dry, reducing sweat and fatigue. Like I said, on the back, there are these two, I don't know if I showed you guys the back of the controller yet, so I'll do that. They also have this nice grip on them. These two buttons you could actually map to whatever buttons you want. You know, that's very handy. Although I did find myself sometimes accidentally pressing them when I'm, you know, holding the front of the controller. But that's something to get used to. If I wanted to map that to something else, I could actually do that and have another, you know, free button there. So that definitely comes in handy. And also to mention, this controller is only $60 or $59.95 to be exact. And I gotta say, that's almost the same price as a regular first-party controller. And this already has more features, sounds better, feels better. I definitely recommend this controller. So far, I've been really enjoying it. I'm gonna still be using this going forward. And I gotta say, there's a lot of options, a lot of customization. It does come with it. Also, I wanted to mention, I know you guys can't really see it that well, but I will say the cord, the wire is really long, and you can, you know, take it out, of course, but it's not only wired set in there. But it's actually a quite long wire, so that's very handy because it seems like these days they don't make controllers with long cords anymore. So there you can see 3.55 headset connection, vibration. Yeah, the vibration feedback is really good. When playing like shooters, you feel the recoil and the vibration in the sticks. And it's not just, it's better than just the regular vibration feedback that I'm used to. I definitely noticed that. And responsive controls, play in confidence with textured triggers and bumpers, and accurate 8-way D-pad. Yeah, like I said, the D-pad is honestly the weakest feature of it. It's still good. It still works fine. I've played it, I've used it, but I prefer the first-party D-pad controls. That said, everything else about it, I like more about this one than I do with the first-party controller. I will say though, if you have an Elite controller, that is way more expensive, but it is actually more polished quality and more features. But of course, you're going to be looking at spending a lot more for the Elite controller. And in my opinion, this is definitely a nice, you know, low-end controller, but it has a lot of good high-quality stuff. I'm not saying low-end in a bad way. It's a $60, very affordable price point. But yeah, I'm really liking the controller. I want to thank again Turtle Beach and the PR company for providing this review unit. And I'm going to be using this in the future here on playing all different stuff on the channel. And hope you guys enjoy this and check it out. Like I said, the controller is out now for $59.95. So yeah, go pick it up if you like what you saw here. And it does really feel good. That's all I can say about it. I can't go on too much about it. I don't want to make the video too long. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching. If you found this video helpful, feel free to leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already to get notified about my future content. And I'll see you again soon next time. Thank you, guys.